Haley, Edward's classmate.
I'm Winnie, Edward's classmate.
I'm Lindsay, Edward's classmate.
I'm Ashley, Edward's classmate.
I'm both their Edward's classmate.
I'm Edward. Have you ever wondered what makes our world go round? Some say money, some say power, but I would say that it is carbon emissions. Today, carbon emissions help our world go round by not only helping our cars help take us to work and our commitments in our life, but also our factories and producing our clothes, our car parts, and many other things. Have you ever considered how they could be harming us though? Today, I would like to discuss three main points. What are carbon emissions? What carbon emissions can lead to and how they may be harmful, and how we can work together to stop the harmful ramifications of carbon emissions. First, I'd like to start off with this. What are carbon emissions? Carbon emissions are best described as excess CO2 being emitted into our air and our atmosphere, which can be harmful in some spots or areas of the world. For instance, some areas of the world have so much carbon emission that the water is undrinkable and the air is unbreathable in high populated density areas like India or China. These countries, since they rely on carbon emission for cars and transportation and their factories so much, it causes not only their people, but their country to suffer. That's only two of the negative effects out of carbon emissions, and there's many, many more that we have to work towards stopping if we want to help make our world healthier and help rid the negative effects of carbon emissions. The next point I would like to talk about is how carbon emissions can be dangerous. Today, an effect called global warming, the temperatures have raised by 0.11 every year. Carbon emissions has mainly caused global warming by heating up the air by having excess CO2 in the atmosphere. This is very harmful to our world and for us as humans, because not only does it make the world less habitable, but it shortens lifespans of animals, plants, and even ourselves. A NASA study says that since 1880, Earth's average temperature has raised 2 degrees. If that continues, plants will die and people will struggle to live on this planet that we used to call our home. The final point I would like to talk about today is how we can all work to stop or slow carbon emissions. As we know, we can't completely rid ourselves of using carbon emissions. We rely on them for gasoline, for factories, and for many other things. And if we dropped everything in one day, the world wouldn't be able to produce anything or nothing would be able to get done. So what can we do? Some solutions I would like to propose in place of carbon emissions would be using some kind of renewable energy like solar panels or wind turbines. In the past 25 years, solar panels and wind turbines have been on the incline as people and scientists have realized how harmful CO2 and carbon emissions can be in trying to slow global warming. Another effective way to slow carbon emissions or global warming would be to use fuel efficiently. Today in the world, we use fuel very inefficiently by making multiple trips to places that we could make an easier trip to, or making trips that we essentially don't need at all. By lowering the amount of these or completely cutting them out of our day-to-day life, we could lower the amount of carbon emissions we put in the atmosphere and work together to help save the environment. In my conclusion, I would like to push all of you to truly look into carbon emissions and global warming and look at the negative and positive side effects of it and do your own research in looking how to find solutions for carbon emissions and global warming. That's what I did, and I found it to be very, very useful. Thank you.